We're going to Canterbury. Popular opinion, Canterbury might be one of the best venues to tour to. City, beautiful. Food options, stunning. Theatre, 11 out of 10. Unreal. I'm very excited. Let's go. It's also not far to drive to either, which is nice. It's not going to take me very long. It says an hour 50 on the sat-nav. And my digs include parking, which again parking is horrendous in Canterbury. So I'm hoping the digs are nice too. Here we are. And me and Leo are sharing digs this week. Woo! I'll show you the dressing rooms as well. I'm very excited to be here. Really excited to be here. I don't know, it's just a really pretty area and the audiences are really good here. Oh, what he's just said on that punting is that nothing is able to be constructed above the height of the cathedral, which is why signal tends to be a little bit bad here because they can't put masts up. Who knew? Here, let's show you the theatre. Here's our dressing room. And she's a lovely one today. Look at the size and the water power. It's incredible. This is very unlike me. This is all of my stuff. I didn't look at me like a pack horse again. I've always got so much stuff. This is really messy for me. So I actually think I might sort that out now. Sometimes Georgia comes to my dressing room and does my hair and it's one of my favourite things. Pretty little swing girl, you're like a dolly. And now, I look like this.
You should see the back.
Okay. And I wish I could keep it in, but I have to do pink curls.
Pretty little swing girl.
Pretty little swing. That's really cool. Watch this.
Oh, I can see myself.
It's my new camera.
That's nice.
It's my new camera. It's my mate Katie.
Nice.
My name's Catherine. Welcome to the vlog.
That's what we do.
It's Thursday and we enter chaos on a Thursday. Sophie bought me some raspberries because it's going to be a chaos day. More chaos than in the last video because we're now in a crazy car. We've got to do 4 tracks tonight between 2 of us and we've got to make that work. The graphs, my DC graphs are out to play. I've got to do 2 show cuts, 1 for the matinee, 1 for the evening. We've got to do 2 separate shows because it's different people because of our alternates. This is our current show setup. Me and G are doing 5 tracks and there's 2 of us. How many times have I changed? I've changed costume already. I've changed costume in Act 1 7 times. So now I'm doing show cut number 4. I think I'm doing show cut number 4 of the week. I feel like this is going to be a really chaotic vlog because just when you think you have time, you realise you don't have time and I have to cut the show again. Because this week has been another week of chaos. I saw a video from a girl called Alicia who said getting ready at the half is rock and roll. So from now on, I'm rock and roll. So I'm gonna get ready at the half, even though actually all that does is I just sit here like this, anxious that I'm not gonna be ready in time.
I'm never gonna be rock and roll.
Hi company, this is your half-hour call. You have 30 minutes. That's 30 minutes, please.
And now I get ready because I'm rock and roll. And that is rock and roll. I actually think that took me about 7 minutes. That was actually quite impressive. Welcome to Elliot's wing. Oh, the doors are open as well.
Yeah, I know, we're getting some fresh air.
Elliot is part of our stage management.
My official title is Assistant Stage Manager / Book Cover. I'm based in the stage right wing, where we currently are now. And then usually once, twice, maybe thrice a week, I call the show. We tour lightly, so we've got a skip which turns into the props table. So we've got very little props, but most of the props are like the fighting weapons. So we've got the bat, which is fully rubber. All the like barbed wire is all sort of rubbery plastic.
And this is actually something that when I first saw it, I was like, oh, it's real. And then you realise it's actually not.
We've got other things like the axe handle, which is a bit more battered and bruised because it gets chucked around the stage.
Yeah.
Again, rubber,
Yeah,
which is fun,
squishy.
a bit more solid there. But
Yeah, it's more solid than the bat, isn't it, actually? But it is still kind of squishy.
yeah, a few other things like beer bottles and grenades, a cheeky little hairbrush for the ravens.
And then it's all labelled as well. So like if you're coming to get your prop, it's all labelled.
This is from the end of last night's show. So you're with us right as we come in before the show. It's currently about 5:30, which is when we usually come in and start to reset. So we do a bunch of different jobs. But I also look after all of the pyro on the show. So I look after the flames and all the confetti. So that's where I start my little reset, which is down here. So we have 2 G flames. They are little wireless flame jets that sit in the tyres that you see at the front of the stage. So we'll prime them. So we've got this little plug that goes in here. This is like, basically it's an emergency stop. So if this isn't in, the flames don't fire. We've got our canisters. It's a mix of butane and propane, that's it. And we turn them on.
What's funny about this is I'm actually also learning. I
Yeah.
actually have no idea that you guys do all of this before we even come in the building.
It's crazy. So that's gassed on. So we're going to pop them into their little homes, and then we're going to set some fire off and just make sure they're working. Just slot in the little tyres out the way. So we've got 2. This one's for the flames, a bit more digital, a bit more important, and then this one's for the confetti, which fires. So I can stand here and I can actually see most of you as well. I can see your reactions to flames, which is my favourite part. So you actually see right there's a little pink mark. So
Yeah.
it does change colour, but this week it's pink. And that is basically our safety distance. The cast will stand behind that mark, and that is it's usually between 1.5 and 2 metres away. And that means that they're safe.
Yeah.
And
And then
won't
when
get
I fall
burned.
to the floor, when I'm actually on stage in the track that this is my responsibility, I know that I have to fall to the floor behind that mark, basically. So I know I'm safe.
Flame check on stage. Please do not cross down stage. Firing in 3, 2, 1. Officially job 2.
Okay, officially job 2.
So, as I say, the confetti cannons, we have 2 pods on each tower, and we go through 3 different colours. We get through a lot of confetti cannons. And these are, how big are these? The output is 12 metres.
Wow.
So that's how far.
These
far
actually
they
really
fly.
shocked me because I just thought they were going to be tiny little things. They're huge.
They're huge. They're huge. And there's so much confetti that we also have to clear up. And you'll see us in the interval with the leaf blowers. There's one.
Oh yeah, leaf blowers down there.
They just slot in. They get tightened up. And then they get left ready to be plugged in closer to the half. Got another confetti cannon here. This is the handheld one that Raven pops. This is the same brand that has been used on this show for about 8 years, actually. This present box, which has some very clever little grooves hidden away in the bottom so that she can
Never
pick
knew
it
that.
up.
I
Yeah.
never knew that
That she
that had
always
grooves.
picks it up at the exact same
Wow.
position. And that goes on table. We have our balloons. So a little secret trick, and I'm not sure if you'll know this either, but there's 5 balloons in total and 2 get popped every show. But to keep it as efficient as possible, these 3 balloons have something called high float in it, which is basically a glue. So you put it in, leave it to dry and blow them up. And these balloons will last for a whole week. With our helium is blow up 2 other balloons and leave them hanging loosely next to it. Ravens can can easily decipher which are the balloons to pop and which are the balloons that stay.
See, now seeing that, it makes sense
makes
what ones
sense.
you would pull.
We have the cake. It's had a recent little touch up and a little paint.
But she's
by
still
Lovely
pretty.
Foods.
She's
she's
also
very old.
squishy.
Very squishy. I think so.
Which you can't tell from on stage. And then when the first time I did this track and I picked it up, I was like, oh, it's squishy.
So these are the cakes, again glued, so when they get thrown, but obviously the waiters pick these up. I can't do the tricks that you do
I
with
bet you
them.
could.
Go on, what do you
So you hold it like this.
like that?
Yeah, and then you just
Done it the other way, but
go on. That's it. Put him on stage. Put him on stage.
I'm ready. I'm ready. So here's a bike. So it's very light and can be pushed by, well, it's 3 or 4 people in the show. It just sits there. So because the show is very open, they sort of didn't really want the audience to see it before it makes its first appearance.
Yeah,
It's
and we get a
magical.
cue light to push it on. It's this little device up here. So it flashes red on one side, flashes red, and then as soon as you get the green light, that means go push it. So
On to the last bit. So we've got a few different props. These are for, all of these are for Rev, actually, in the opening of the show. So these are the only things that could sort of get set a bit closer to the stage so that people can run and grab them quickly. So we've got that sign there, and we've got this lovely beer bottle, I don't know if you can see, which is also rubber. And then finally, we've got the mic stand, which I don't think you'll be able to see, and a lot of people don't, but there's a tiny little green mark on the floor. Just there.
So that is everything that happens before us performers even make it to stage.
Yeah.
All of that work goes on that
All
we
of that
don't even
work.
know happens.
Yeah. So right now it's about 5 to 6, and the call for warm up is going out. So all the cast will be slowly coming to stage, and by this time everything is sort of set in the wings. And that's a little look into stage right and pyro and my life.
So it's now Saturday, double show day. Me and G were on for the matinee in different tracks. I was actually on for my cover, I was on for Valkyrie. And now this evening we are filming the show. And we have added the swings in, so we have a little part and we get to do a bow, which is really nice. But it's a new track again.
Lonely little swings, doing our makeup, waiting to go on for Act 2. Lonely little swings.
We're gonna be in a film, we're gonna be in a film, we're gonna be in a film. That is now the end of the vlog. The vlog I feel like is really chaotic this week, but that's how our week has been. So actually, I think you just need to enjoy that because that's how it feels.
And
we go
just-
from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next.
Just to say, this girl is a freaking hero.
No, you!
She's a hero. I haven't been here.
Do you know what the day?
Yeah. I went to a wedding. This girl saved the show. So you subscribe just for the fact that she kept everything together. Just saying.
So please subscribe and whack a like on that, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!